Alright, so last video I made a video talking about the most trash LF characters in Dragon Ball Legends, and I decided, hey, Ultras have a pretty wide variety now, specifically 21 of them. So why not just take the same idea from that video and do the same thing but with Ultra characters? And that is what this video is going to be today. We're going to be talking about the most trash Ultra characters to ever release in Dragon Ball Legends. Also, if I sound, well, like a tad bit angry in this video, it's because number one, I just got finished fighting Ultra Majin Vegeta in PvP in Dragon Ball Legends, and also got shafted on the new transforming MEY Goku banner after spending over 250k CC and had to spend money to get more CC and still got shafted. So yeah, if I sound a little angry, that's the reason why. But anyways, enjoy the video. 21.
21?
21. That is how many Ultra characters have released in the hit game Dragon Ball Legends. And a wide variety too, spanning from Ultra Hit, Ultra Vegeta Blue, my glorious king, Ultra Turles, this little piece of... But anyways, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the most garbage Ultra characters to ever release in Dragon Ball Legends. Because regardless of them being a new rarity, there always has to be some garbage ones out there. And in this video, there are no honorable mentions, due to the fact that there aren't that many Ultra characters compared to Legends Limited. Although, don't get me wrong, 21 for Dragon Ball Legends is still a lot. I won't really need any honorable mentions, so we're just gonna go straight into the list. And also for this video, like the LF one, there are no real rankings for this one, but there is definitely going to be a top one spot of who the most garbage Ultra character is. So yeah, just sit back, strap up, and if you have a problem with my list, well, first of all, shut up and get off my channel, and secondly, this is my video, so if you're mad about it, go make your own. But then again, my opinion is probably just better than yours, and most people will agree with it, so sit down, little bro. Alright, the first character on this list is one of my personal favorites as an Ultra, actually, and that is going to be Ultra Super Saiyan Goku. Holy fall off, man. Not only was this the first Ultra to ever exist in Dragon Ball Legends, period, but ever since this guy released, I would see him everywhere in PvP because everybody was just so hype about it. Unfortunately, the pay-to-win Ultras just suddenly started circling around, and this guy was basically forgotten about. I mean, yeah, like, he's just straight up mid now. It's honestly disappointing. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for this guy instead of Ultra Hit. I was hoping for Super Saiyan Goku to get his plat equipment, but then again, they were running with UV reps, and Super Saiyan Goku is obviously from the Namek saga, so yeah, he's not gonna get the platinum equipment, and they had to give it to Ultra Hit instead, which could have been saved for later, but you know, just let your first ever Ultra just die in a wasteland, I guess. I mean, it's not like he was the first one to start this or anything, but yeah, it was just real disappointing. This guy had cool animations, just cool everything. He was a melee type, so unlike most of the ranged units I talked about in the last video, he wasn't trash. He was actually pretty good on release, but now he's just washed. My glorious Super Saiyan Goku is just washed, and yeah, that really sucks. As I said, cool animations, like, bro, like, oh my god, it's so sad, bro. Like, he actually did like a lot of damage, had 97%, I think that's 97% slice resistance, and yeah, like, there's not really much for me to say. Like, again, he was cool, like, very cool and stuff like that, and it was good to see them paying more attention to Frieza Saga, and yeah. Anyway, speaking of Frieza Saga, time to move on to the next Ultra on this list, and that is Scouter Vegeta. Why is this character even an Ultra? People said that Ultra Blue Kaioken Goku wasn't worthy of an Ultra. Bro, this character is the definition of not worthy of an Ultra. Like, why does he even exist? This slot could have been used for literally anybody, and I mean anybody else, but no, they gave it to Scouter Vegeta for whatever reason. Like, what Legends, what is wrong with you? Oh, also, he's a range type. This guy was destined to be trash. He was released during 3rd anniversary, and he was pretty bad on release, not gonna lie. I don't remember anybody using this guy during 3rd anniversary. I can't even lie. Um, and he was a purple unit, and well, I mean, purple units now, they're pretty buffed up and stuff like that, but pretty sure during 3rd anniversary, purple units were just, you know, just not all that. So basically this guy had nothing, and his team was Frieza Saga, and pretty sure Frieza Saga back then wasn't that good. He, like, compared to Ultra Super Saiyan Goku, this character was just mid. And don't even get me started on now, because like the free to play ultras now, of course they're gonna be bad, except for Omega Shenron, who can actually cook in certain situations. These guys, they were just no. That's all I gotta say, just no. But yeah, Scouter Vegeta, yeah, you're trash. If this was an actual list ranking, I would put this guy at the bottom of the list, but I'm just going off of just randomness. So yeah, again, range unit, purple, and he's a Vegeta unit. Yeah, he's destined to be trash. All right, the next unit on this list is going to be Ultra Kid Buu.
Nani?
I'm not gonna lie, I had to search up this character because I didn't even know we had an Ultra Kid Buu. And it's not because I didn't keep up with Legend, it's because nope, I don't see this guy. Like, y'all may think this is a joke. I genuinely forgot this character was an Ultra, not even gonna lie. Like, I had to pull up the wiki and see everything about this character and make sure it was legit, because I thought this was fan art. I thought this didn't even exist, but nope, apparently he's here. And doing some more research, I can see why I forgot about him. He released during the 5th anniversary and was on Majin Buu Saga. And during the 5th Annie, or after the 5th Annie, the only Buu Saga character at the time was Tag Buu Bros. And I already made a whole on the last video, I already talked about them and why they were trash. The only good character, and I'm not even kidding, during the 5th anniversary that was Buu Saga related was the April Fool's Pui Pui. I wish I was kidding. But other than that, yeah, this character was trash. And it's not only that, he was a defense type and couldn't tank for anything, like, at all. The LF version of the LF Kid Buu is still better than this guy to this day, which doesn't surprise me. But yeah, this guy was the defense type, and he was yellow. Now, I'm pretty sure this guy could have cooked, but like, he was sort of underpowered, I guess. But this guy could have cooked on 5th Annie release if there weren't 2 factors that prevented this man from shining. And y'all want to know what those 2 factors were? This guy released in between Ultra Hit and my glorious king, Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This Kid Buu never stood a chance. Oh my god. Dear god, yeah, this Kid Buu never stood a chance. Like, he was getting tag teamed by my glorious king and Ultra Hit. Like, bro, what do you want me to say? This guy was done for. And also, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Ultra Super Vegeta released, yeah, Ultra Super Vegeta released before this Kid Buu, so you could have made a Buu Saga team with them, but Ultra Super Vegeta was also yellow, so it didn't even matter. So they're both getting hard countered by Ultra Hit and Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yeah, this man was done for, so no wonder I actually forgot about him. I'm pretty sure other people forgot this character even existed too. He got the LF Goten treatment, bro. It was just hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna get jumped for this next Ultra I'm about to talk about, but I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and tell you that this guy isn't all that. He wasn't all that before his platinum equipment, so let's be real with ourselves here. The next Ultra I'm gonna talk about is Ultra Goku Black. I can already hear all the Goku Black fans just tracking down my location on their computers, but before you skin me alive, hear me out, alright? Okay, so this guy also released during the 5th anniversary, and, well, he was pretty decent on release, I guess, but there were a few things in his kit that were very lackluster, which was the main reason this guy got his platinum equipment in the first place. I mean, to be fair, that is the main reason why Ultras and other characters get plats, because they were just straight garbage. But regardless, yeah, that was the main reason this guy got his plat so fast, because he just couldn't freaking... He just couldn't cook well. I will admit, again, he was decent on release. It was just some things that, you know, prevented him from really shining. And the main thing that prevented him from shining was his gauge. I screwed up saying preventing, but you know what? Screw it. We're just going to keep it in the video. Anyways, the main thing that prevented him from shining was this man's gauge. It was so freaking slow, bro. I'm talking about some... Bro, I could run... Like, I could do a 3-mile run. I said 3-mile run. I can do an entire 3-lap run around the earth, and this gauge will still not be filled up. It filled up so freaking slow, and not to mention his damages could just use a little bit more. Not gonna lie though, that paralysis was annoying as heck. I will admit. That paralysis, like, bro, every time I ran into this guy, boom, couldn't move, boom, couldn't move, boom, couldn't move. He was the precursor to Majin Buu and Majin Buu. Like, bro, these... Oh my god. But other than that, yeah, this Ultra was basically just dookie dog water. And like Ultra Kid Buu, he released when Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta released, and tag Goku and Frieza Tournament of Power. The Goku side was purple, and we already know how powerful Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was. So yeah, he basically got the Rev UI treatment. That was basically just crazy. Now, you may say that I'm forgetting another purple unit that released before Gogeta Blue, and trust me, he's next on the list. I didn't forget. I'm gonna get to him. But yeah, this Goku Black was just cooked. He couldn't really shine. Anyways, next up on the list. You know, if I had a nickel for every time these two were on a list together, I would have 2 nickels, which is crazy. Anyways, next up on this list is Ultra Broly. Ultra Z Broly, to be specific. It really depends if Legends just decides to drop Ultra Super Broly or whatever. I doubt it's going to happen. But getting off topic, yeah, next year on this list is Ultra Broly. Again, also released on the 5th anniversary and was also purple. So, you already know what happened to Ultra Goku Black. Yeah. We're still... Bro, we're on Broly, not Goku Black. Why am I even talking about you still? But regardless, he was also purple. So you would think, right? You would think that Goku Black would be in trouble. No, not really. This Broly was trash. Not gonna lie. This man was a freaking... This man was a melee type unit. He acted more of a defense type unit. Not gonna lie. It was basically Z Broly, but in reverse. This Broly was a melee unit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Alright, I had to fact check real fast. Anyways, both of them were melee units, but Ultra Broly acted like a defense unit and couldn't do anything with his attack. LF Broly couldn't do anything with his defenses, but was an attacking demon. Basically, the imperfect yin and yang, because both of them were trash. Like, bro, you think they would learn, but apparently not, I guess. Dude, I'm talking about, like, when I said this man's damages were trash, this man would heal you instead of damaging you. I'm being so serious. There's a clip of a 14-star Ultra Broly fighting a 6-star Cooler, I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't have the clip, but it is out there, so y'all can search it up if y'all want to, but... That man was doing baby amounts of damage. I'm talking extreme unit to a Legends limited type of damage. Holy heck, it was just pathetic, bro. This man was getting nothing done. His defenses, hey, his defenses were pretty good. And he had the no switching mechanic. So, hey, I'll give you that. But everything else, yeah, trash, garbage. This man was done for. Alright, I already bashed on the other free-to-play Ultras, so I might as well bash on this one too. Next one on the list is Omega Shenron, Ultra Omega Shenron. Not gonna lie, again, before you start typing angrily in the comments, this list doesn't really have a real ranking except for the #1 spot, because I'm not trying to go through all of that, then research more than I already have to, dog. So yeah, no real ranking. You can put them on a ranking of your own. I'm not gonna do that. There's only just the #1 spot, okay? So shut up. Anyways, yeah, before this man got his plat, pretty mid, not even gonna lie. Released during 4th anniversary, GT, and Legends doesn't really care about GT like that, unless it's, you know, Super Saiyan 4. But, yeah, Shadow Dragons, he was a defense type, for sure. I mean, didn't really he was it was just so many levels of mid that I don't even understand. He was mid, like, bro. Okay. I'm gonna try, but there's not really much to say about him. Like, red unit, defense type, released during 4th anniversary, GT, bro. During 4th anniversary, wait, hold on, let me check real quick. Yeah, during 4th anniversary, there were no GT units. Well, there was, like, during the 4th anniversary, there was, oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, there was only 2 GT units that released during 4th anniversary. And that was Majin and the blue Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So other than that, this guy basically had no team. I mean, there was LF Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but that didn't really help him either because that man was green. And LF Jiren released, and oh my god, this character's so bad. And not to mention, he released along the side of Ultra Super Gogeta during 4th anniversary, and he was a blue unit, and Omega is red. So realistically, this man was done for. He wasn't putting in work, he wasn't doing anything. He was forgotten about. Even after his platinum equipment, I mean, he could cook with the plat, but there are certain ways to use this character, and even then, that's cope. So, yeah, get out of here. Alright, and the final character on this list, I'm talking the most garbage, absolute dog water Ultra in Dragon Ball Legends to ever release is Ultra Instinct Goku. Yo, chill, I was kidding, I'm kidding! Yo, chill! Alright, before the entire Ultra Instinct Glazer community jumps me for me making that joke, I do want to say it isn't actually him. I just want to make it clear, okay? Are we good? Okay, we're good. However, the most trash unit is a yellow unit, and pretty sure you already know who that is. He's on the thumbnail. Ultra Majin Vegeta. Actually, KBoyUltra, Ultra Majin Vegeta is actually one of the most toxic and broken units we've ever gotten in Dragon Ball Legends, so I don't have no idea what you're talking about. First of all, jump off a roof, and second of all, I know, dog. I made the video about him. You don't need to tell me of all people. I'm mainly talking about his toxicity and absolute just effect on the community in general. This man was so toxic that for the first time ever in Dragon Ball Legends history, most of the Dragon Ball Legends community gathered up and pull up to PvP with red units because this unit was so toxic and just meta defining. It was horrible and Buu Saga meta. So that's mainly what I mean by him being trash. Not to mention, I personally hate this character overall. I love Majin Vegeta as a character in Dragon Ball, just not Dragon Ball Legends. In Dragon Ball Legends, you can go kill yourself. Anyways, yeah, I already made a whole video explaining Ultra Majin Vegeta, so if you're curious why I hate him so much, you can go check out that video. I'm not finna yap about all that again, but I am just gonna, I might as well briefly summarize it for the lazy people that aren't gonna do it. But basically, here we go. He gave a bench to Buu Saga meta as a part of the Vegeta clan, and is actually one of the first Vegeta units that we ever gotten in Dragon Ball Legends history. He boosted the Saiyan tag, released during the 7th anniversary. Well, before the 7th anniversary, I guess. He's an Ultra character, so you already know that he's going to have some broken elements about him. He has cover change against strike cards. He has special cover change nullification, has his own unique gauge that counters blast cards, and has endurance and inflicts no switching, has armored strike arts, and has fast draw multiple times. Not to mention about this man's his move names just suck. But yeah, that's basically just summarizing it. And I hate this character, if you couldn't tell already. Ultra Majin Vegeta sucks. Everything about him sucks. He's somehow still running around. I freaking hate this guy. Honestly, if you use Ultra Majin Vegeta in the Big 25, in fact, if you use him at all, I don't care if you're a time traveler from the past or anything, if you use Ultra Majin Vegeta actually jump off a roof. Like, bro, I freaking hate this piece of... Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's list of the most trash ultras in Dragon Ball Legends history. If y'all enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit notifications, share, and comment down your favorite part below, you know, if you can comment or whatever. I know people on YouTube don't have accounts for some reason, so you probably can't even do all the things that I just said. But, hey, man, if you do have an account and if you are watching this video, if you did enjoy, well, you probably did enjoy this video if you made it to this part specifically. Just go ahead and just do all the things that I previously mentioned. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. My next video, honestly, it's probably going to be talking about the top 10 best ultras that we've ever gotten in Dragon Ball Legends or ultras. I don't even know yet. But, hey, man, you're just going to have to stay tuned to find out. So, if you want to stay tuned, hit notifications so you can, you know, get updates on videos. But, of course, to hit notifications, you got to subscribe. So, go ahead and do that for me, buddy. But, yeah, I'm going to see you on the next one. This KBoyUltra signing off. If you haven't had a good day or a good life, I hope it gets better. See you later. By the way, Ultra Majin Vegeta, you're a bitch.